You know what time it is, right? What time is it, Frank?
Sakamoto-kun days, baby.
Sakamoto days.
Yeah.
We're on episode 3.
That's my favorite number.
3.
Third favorite number.
That's my third favorite. I just got it. That's my third favorite number.
Very cool. And boy, do we got a doozy for you today. No spoilers, but I like this a lot.
This episode was interesting. So we start off with Lou actually working now at Sakamoto's.
Which is new because we just got the Edward Elric working the registers, right?
Yeah.
And now we got this new friend who shows up.
Yeah, she's from China. Yeah, so
Meat buns.
she starts working. She doesn't know how to work, and Shin gets butthurt, which I think it's really funny actually.
It makes sense. It shows the dynamic between the characters, right? Because she shows up a little late. I forgot how late, but
2 hours late.
2 hours late. Jesus,
Yeah.
that's pretty late.
That is late, yeah.
And Shin just being like, "Yo, man, you gotta be on time." And then you see them stocking the shelves. Lin likes to just shove things on the shelf. And obviously that's not how you do a register job, you know.
Yeah. You're stocking up. You're supposed to do it right.
Organize and everything.
Yeah.
And again, it just shows the difference between how this guy knows how to organize things, keeping track, and this kid is like, "Oh, I helped my dad throw bodies in the bag, or throw random bags inside holes."
Yeah. But you got to keep in mind though, like Shin is basically like a grown-ass adult. Like he looks like a teenager, but he's a grown-ass. He's like Sakamoto's age, I think.
He's 20-something, right?
Yeah, he's like...
No, he's an adult.
Yeah.
It's just the hair. I think at this point, like, he would even be like an adult-looking person.
Yeah.
He just you know,
just anime is anime.
They don't add wrinkles to the
Because
face.
I'm assuming, I don't remember what age Lou is, but I'm assuming she's like a teenager. Around there,
18ish. I wouldn't say young adult because she has a violent history, so I can only assume that experience.
She's legal. After Shin and Lou get into a fight about organizing stuff because Shin loves Sakamoto that much,
Things get spicy.
they notice that like Sakamoto isn't himself. He's actually more talkative, like more
Interacting with the people. I think he cracks a joke at some point.
Oh yeah.
And even Shin is like, yo, he's talked more in this sentence than I've seen him this whole time.
Yeah, he's all like, hey man, like what's going on?
He's a little different today.
Yeah, he's in a good one.
No.
Until the real Sakamoto comes in.
Yeah, it's
crazy. He walks in, there's a doppelganger, which I want to tell you something, Frank. I remember when we were doing the reaction for episode 2 or 1 of those two. Like I told you, like it's weird because like this world has like fantastical elements to it, like the mind reading. Like they're able to mind read. And I was telling him like, oh, they have a fantasy, yeah.
It's like a mystique character.
So for us that's never read the manga, I was thinking this show was like more grounded, but I guess not. Like you got people that could do telepathy and transform, and so it's kind of crazy actually.
It goes a little bit beyond like the realistic things. I think there's still kind of some like grounding to it. Like sure, it's anime, so it's gonna be super exaggerated. But you know, if you imagine like this guy who knows how to transform and change his voice, and like, you know, he has a big trench coat.
Oh yeah,
that could show like how he pretends to be like a huge frame or whatever.
So what's this guy's name?
This guy, little people know him as Nagumo.
Nagumo.
Yeah, he's another assassin. He's 27 years old. He's a killer, and he comes to tell Sakamoto, "You got a $1 billion yen contract."
This is the One Piece now.
Yeah. Officially making this the John Wick of anime.
Yeah. Shin and Sakamoto work together, and he tells them that the syndicate, the mob or whatever, is trying to kill Sakamoto for betraying him. And so is this guy. But like Shin and the new guy, what's his name? Nagumo. They haven't met. Yeah.
So Sakamoto knows everybody because he's Sakamoto.
He's probably worked with everyone.
But Shin is still like, wait, who's this new? Because he's the newbie.
Yeah.
Right? He's worked with him, but he's still like not even close to being as good as the tops, let's say. Man, I don't know where this came from, but am I hungry for some pizza? Man.
Some Domino's pizza.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sponsored.
What's the guy's name?
Nagumo.
He tells Sakamoto-kun that they're here for him because he escaped the syndicate.
Yeah, something like that. They really want him to not be around.
Yeah.
Which is curious in its own point, but hey, we'll get to that later.
They wanna. I'm assuming they wanna show everybody that's in the assassin world that if you leave, it costs the price, you know.
Top dogs.
Yeah. So they send in the pizza man to take care of him.
Ooh, but we don't know it's the pizza man until we know he's a pizza man. He walks in, he throws out the pizza, right?
Oh yeah.
Then he's like, the Shin uses his mind telepathy to be like, oh, here in Mal, he's like, oh man, these guys are so easy. You let their guard down. Because again, the whole point is that. Nagumo was telling him really soon people are going to start coming after you.
Yeah.
So that's officially comes out tomorrow, but most of the real assassins are going to start being like weird about it.
Yeah. So, which is funny because like they do that in John Wick. They're coming after you.
So this pizza man shows up and he goes. What was his special attack?
I don't even remember. He had a special attack. He basically gets the pizza slicers. Like,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just to attack.
I am the pizza man. And he whips out 2 pizza cutters, which is pretty cool. And I think he takes the Shu, right? Shin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he holds Shin hostage. No, he holds Nagumo hostage.
Yeah.
To give prove a point. And things escalate from there, right? The Nagumo friend, who's again was tied up, takes out the pizza guy.
Yeah.
All ready to kill them, but again, Sakamoto's like, hey, you can't do that in my house, boy.
Yeah.
And he just carries him on the shoulder and takes off.
Yeah.
So that is what to show how good the Nagumo guy is.
Yeah.
Because Shin was the one that tied him up, and Shin's ropes Shin's methods were like nothing to him.
Yeah, he's better than Shin.
We're getting the power balance, right? We're getting the power balance. We got Sakamoto, we got Sakamoto, we got Nagumo, we got Shin, and we got Pizza Guy.
Yeah, Pizza Guy's the best.
Important to keep in mind.
Yeah, sponsor us Domino's.
We opened up this pizza box. What do we find?
A camera.
Damn it. But not just any camera. It's a camera to the League of Assassins. You got a freaking black room, basically Evangelion. You ever see Shin's or his dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. In the room, just waiting and being all sneaky and shit. But out of nowhere, Sakamoto-kun, the very best, looks at the camera.
He looks at the camera and he's like, I see you.
You're next.
Yeah.
And boom. And which out of character pulls out a gun, like an actual gun, and blasts the camera. Which like, yo man, you don't think your wife's gonna hear the gun?
The gunshot,
or hear the smell, or like see the big old blast in the water or whatever? No.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't trip about things like that, but
giving us an idea that like there's a whole operation that's coming, you know, like it's real. This bounty is real. It's 1 billion or 1 billion yen bounty, and Sakamoto is the man.
Yeah. So, and we actually get shown like the assassin that's gonna go after him, the guy with the gray hair, spiky hair. Okay. His name doesn't matter, but he looks like the clown from Hunter x Hunter.
We get the legendary the maintenance man.
Oh yeah.
With his dual sprays.
The maintenance. He tells them like that shit ain't gonna work.
That's old fashioned. It's because it's like an old school way of like blending in. It's like Hitman.
Yeah.
You play Hitman the game? You go in as a janitor. Right?
But he's bald.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you know, Sakamoto-kun being Sakamoto-kun is like, oh, no big deal, we got this. You know, it's the League of Assassins, I'm the best, easy money. And then his wife shows up.
Oh yeah.
With the kid. And the kid's like,
he's all like, oh, like you promised us to take us to, I think it's called like Sugar Amusement Park.
Sugar, something like Sugar Happy Land. Oh, Sugar Happy Land, something like that.
And he completely forgot, you know.
Yeah, as one does.
Yeah, so they end up at the amusement park, which is basically bootleg Disney.
Yeah, it's Disneyland Tokyo.
Yeah,
good stuff.
And Shin and Lu have a task. Their task is to protect Sakamoto and his family.
Order operation. Step 1, stop enemies. Step 2, family time.
Family time. Oh yeah, he does say that, huh?
Yeah, it's actually
family time.
You gotta think.
And he really cares about Sakamoto's family.
He really does.
Yeah, he really.
Which is nice.
He cares more than Sakamoto.
No, nobody cares more than Sakamoto.
No, but he expresses it more, you know?
Because he would have been divorced by now.
Heck yeah.
Something to note, we find out that Shin explains his mind powers. It is a 30-meter mind reading radius.
Finally!
And he has to concentrate to activate it.
Yeah, which is like what I was telling you earlier, that they never explained that at the beginning. Well, I'm glad they did now, because I was telling him, I'm like, hey man, they don't really like explain how his power works. It just happens.
And which is like at this point we just gotta assume that the guy knows what he's doing. We just gotta let him cook.
Yeah.
Let him cook.
They spot the janitor guy because his mind is everywhere, and like Shin picks up on it.
Something like that. Yeah. It's
And then he busts out actually, was it the mop that turned into a knife? Yeah.
As Sakamoto is walking by, this janitor man comes by with his cart, and they're passing each other like that.
Yeah.
And then right here, like he just turns around. It's like, it's time for justice, and he whips out his mop knife.
His mop knife,
from the little thing, he just comes out.
So random.
Goes after Sakamoto-kun, and what does Sakamoto-kun do?
I think he like blocks it, and then like he like doesn't even look at him because they make a point out of it, and then he just stabs him with a pencil.
With the pencil. Yeah. Oh shit! As he goes in for the kill, Sakamoto-kun takes out his pen from his pocket and just stabs him in the chest, and he goes like.
And like I mean, it's a pen, you know. I'm pretty sure most people, if they get attacked with a pen to the chest,
it's a respiratory thing.
Yeah, they'll probably live it, but like they specifically said that he didn't hit anything vital. Yeah.
And then the best part too is that fucking Shin and Lin, is that their names really?
It's Shin and Lu.
Shin and Lu. Shin and Lu, like being on point. You see, Shin rolls in with a cart, a laundry cart. Or like Shin actually like knocks him down, and then Lin rolls up with the cart, and he goes in the cart and he just take off.
Yeah, that looks funny.
It is like all so quick. It's like it's super quick. It's Sakamoto stabs, freaking knocks him down, or Shin knocks him, and Lin just takes him off.
Yeah,
it's like the I think it was like a best like animation in that moment, and just the idea of like, oh, that's the teamwork.
So after they take care of the Mr. Old School janitor guy, the poison guy, which
done and dusted, tell it to the cleaning lady on Monday. Why? Because she has the weekends off.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's Saturday, so Monday.
The poison guy, he figures out that Shin. Well, they actually have like notes on those guys on everybody. Sakamoto, Shin, and Lu. So
they're an organization.
Yeah.
Shadow organization.
So he goes like, oh, well, this guy could read minds, then I'm just gonna erase my mind, you know, have happy thoughts, because I guess his power works when they're about to kill, like their mind goes like, he had a specific term for it, like it's like uneasy or whatever, like, or like, I forgot, like, but Shin mentions like a specific word for it. So he like chills out his mind. Like he even says that he's all like, oh, I gotta carry a chill vibe.
Okay. Hitman is kind of like the character in the game, right? It's like an iconic thing because you just know him as the stoic, calm character. So that's like again, you're exaggerating these kind of like superpowers because it's anime, but at a certain point you can also say that is the super calm stoic guy that you would never see like or read his mind, that get that intention that he's gonna kill somebody even though he's like right there, and that is the skill of an assassin.
Yeah, right? I don't know, because he had like spiky hair. He like stood out from everybody. Everybody looked the same, and just him like with the gray clown hair and the makeup. And
then Lin goes like, hey, you see that guy with silver hair?
Yeah, like Shin is all like
piercing, silver hair. He kind of looks up.
Shin is all like, I don't think so. And then Lin's all like, oh, that guy looks like they animated him a little too much.
Yeah, Lin's like, no, trust me, I'm a mafia boss.
I think that was the funniest part ever.
So yes, they actually jump there as like they're trying to keep their cool. He's reading minds out there. The family, Sakamoto's family, gets on a roller coaster.
Yeah, which Sakamoto doesn't like because he's a little overweight, so he hates roller coasters. Yeah. He's like,
Also, he ate a lot of Frankfurters.
Yeah.
That's what it said on my subtitles.
So they're on the roller coaster, and that's when like Lu goes like, oh, that guy, he has like, he looks different from everybody else.
Strategically, the two of them sit in the very back so they can see everywhere in front.
Yeah.
And then it's like, Lin's like, you see that guy with the anime hair?
Real quick. Because basically, like, that's all Lin does this episode. After that, Lin is just, like, missing in action after that. Like, yeah, she just is. But it's funny that she's just like, it's that guy. All right, I'm out.
I did my job.
Yeah, just like.
Yeah, she's hanging out with the little daughter, so like her sister or something.
So this fool, they're going on the roller coaster. They figure out that the gray hair guy is the assassin, and he shoots the bolt.
Yeah.
So he can, like, unstrap.
Shin shoots his own bolt strap so he can get off the
ride. Coaster. And this is where, okay, I'm not gonna hate on it because I enjoyed it a lot, but I can see why manga people would rather read that part than see it in animation. Because in the manga, especially like now that I've Googled it, like the scenes, like you use so much imagination reading it that you can picture him like falling off the roller coaster and like mid-air fights. And I think this series is gonna have a lot of mid-air fights from what I've seen.
Right.
Yeah. So in animation, it looks a little goofy, but like it works for some reason. It's weird. Like it's like it almost falls apart.
It's just this. Yeah. And I think we'll get back to this later, but. When the people who were excited for the show were like, "Oh, dude, the animation."
Oh yeah.
I get it now.
I get it too. Yeah. I can see why manga fans were a little upset about the anime version.
Just Sakamoto fans in general.
Yeah.
Like, people want this to be something good.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to it. But
we'll get back to that part right now.
It gets better / worse / better. The killer hears Lin and Shin talking about, oh, I think that's him.
Yeah.
And he goes like, oh shit, they found me.
I can't get over that.
And then Shin reads that thought and he's like, oh fuck, it is him.
He's all like, they got me.
And then, oh yeah, because he pulls out, because the whole idea of him being on the roller coaster was that he was gonna shoot Sakamoto in the front as they went through the loop. So he's gonna go across, shoot him like that. Great idea, super smart, except for one small fact. Two small facts. Bulletproof glasses.
Oh yeah.
Son of a.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I thought that was cool. Sakamoto just goes like.
Yeah, he blocked it.
He blocked it with his glasses.
Like intentionally.
It's so stupid, but I love it.
Yeah. That's the thing I like about this show.
Yeah, and that sets off everything. That's when Shin gets his gun. To which I'm like, it's fucking Disneyland. You know?
They don't check bags.
And he blows off his lock and he takes off the thingy and he's like, like you said basically. He gets ready, he does his math, and he's like, yo man, this is for all you manga folks. He flips him off.
Oh yeah.
And the animation turns like shit.
So when the animation, the animation is basically trying to keep up with the action. So he falls, and then they're fighting on the railway, which
takes him down. Yeah.
It reminds me. This is a blast from the past. It reminds me of Blue Exorcist when they're fighting on the roller coaster with Mephisto's brother. I forgot his name, but the green hair guy.
Episode 9-ish.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, it reminded me of that, and he basically starts throwing poison like knives, shooting stars.
Kunais,
because they're in Japan.
Kunais, or kunais or something like that. And then it gets him. Okay, so he throws it because that's like his thing.
Yeah.
Shin has like split second of like, ah shit, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna make it. And he dodges one, but the second one gets his leg.
It was either the leg or the face.
Yeah, you gotta go for the legs.
Yeah.
Soup the legs. And so that's when we find out that his vision starts blurring, and yeah, it's a poison knife. I called it, by the way. I was like, oh, those better be poisoned.
He looked high.
Oh, yeah, his
eyes were like high. I didn't know, like, I was just like, is he high? But yeah, he got poisoned. He got blind.
So that takes his senses away, makes things harder for him.
He becomes Daredevil.
Yeah. Very impressive. And as they're doing this, the train comes behind them, or the what's it called? Roller coaster cart.
Yeah.
Comes in behind them, so they have to do a backflip or whatever to get over it.
And like that whole scene with the knives, you know what it reminds me of? Fucking Matrix too, where they're like, it gave me Matrix vibes. Yeah.
They actually did bullet time in anime, which is what Matrix does. Bullet time slows down everything. 240 frames per second, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, Matrix in anime. So
here first. This is Keanu Reeves the anime.
Keanu Reeves the anime. Dude, we're talking about John Wick.
The Matrix. They just need a
Keanu Reeves,
the angel character or demon character for Constantine.
Yeah, basically
the spiritual shit.
Like whoever made Sakamoto Days is like, I love Keanu Reeves in Japan.
Keanu Days.
Yeah, Keanu Days.
Didn't Key Peele made a movie called Keanu about a cat?
I think so. Yeah.
Keanu? Yeah. Okay.
So they end up like mid fighting, and we know that there's shapeshifters in this world. There's everything. So he lands on the guy, and they crash straight into the show, the Sentai show.
The Sentai.
Yeah, it's a Sentai show. So with Sugar the bunny.
He was aiming for a softer roof, like a tinted roof.
Yeah.
And so they land on the. Oh no. Okay. Because he's blind, he has to be like, all right, let me figure this shit out. So he closes his eyes and he does his mind reading shit, and he's out there trying to get voices. And shit.
Yeah.
He hears the girl.
The girl
goes like, oh, Sugar Bunny kid is gonna pop out soon.
Yeah.
And then he hears Sakamoto. It's like, oh shit, this popcorn's good.
It's freaking Sakamoto.
And that's why he jumps into the tent. Yeah. So they land, and it's the freaking Super Sentai show.
Yeah.
And they're about to start fighting, but they make an explosion. Or the announcer girl is like, everyone cheer for the Power Ranger 3, 2.
Yeah, he just crashes. Very, I don't know if you remember this too. Here comes another blast from the past. Very, like, there's this episode of Inuyasha where, like, the same thing happens where the Kagome's being the princess, and then the other lover is Romeo, and that fool just crashes in.
The school play,
and then
you're right. Go for it.
He basically everybody thinks it's real, and he's all like,
he puts her on his shoulder, and Kagome's like, bye, everything.
Oh yeah,
he just flies away.
It's funny too.
Go to that.
He thinks it's fake, the Romeo guy, and he takes out his little wooden sword, and then he actually just takes out his big ass like demon sword. Oh, he's just like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah." I thought
demons. Yeah, we have to fight a demon. Good stuff.
So that part where they're on the Sentai whole thing, what's it called? Platform or stage? Yeah, my bad. This is where like something that popped in my head. I could be wrong because whatever, but
gets good.
The guy that made Sakamoto, like when he was probably drawing out the manga. Usually when you make manga or like you picture yourself like in a certain scenario. So like, for example, let's say like I don't know, like you're fighting. You've always been to this place, and you'd be like, oh, that's a cool place to fight one day, right?
Yeah, Karate Kid.
And I feel like the manga probably does like the whole stage, everything a lot better than the anime did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
pasted out, measured out the area, and all that stuff.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure in the manga that scene was even better.
Like paced out. Because you gotta imagine in the manga, every punch is probably a frame.
Yeah.
So in your brain, you're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And just having that continuous stream. But it gets good because out of the dust, all of the shadows, you see the pink hand touch the Power Ranger's shoulder.
Oh yeah, he's like, hey.
He's like, I got this.
I got it.
Bunny Man, Sugar Band. Yeah.
At first, like I said, this comes out at 6 a.m. At first, I thought it was gonna be Sakamoto in the bunny suit because they even specifically said that it's a fat bunny. So I was thinking, but now that I remember, like I think you saw Shin's shoes.
Yeah,
I remember.
They show his. They make an emphasis to show his shoes in the beginning of the episode, so they show his shoes at the end when you see pink underneath, on top of those shoes.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, it's your boy.
It's your boy Shin. Yeah. So they do an all-out battle on top of the Sentai show.
Super good.
The audience thinks it's
real, like cheering them on.
It's like they're cheering him.
Yeah. The wife makes a point of going like, "Oh look, it looks so real. What do you think, babe?"
Yeah,
like husband or whatever.
The wife doesn't notice that there's like two people fighting midair, like and like explosions and everything. So real. But whatever. And so they're like basically going and
Shin doing a really good job, by the way. Yeah. Unnaturally too good of a job, some might say.
Like they're going hand in hand, throwing knives, and he's basically doing like Hajime no Ippo style on him.
Good stuff.
Landing hits. The guy starts to basically mentally break down because he's all like, "How is he doing?
How's he doing this?"
He has that anime.
Yeah.
Like
Machiga. Yeah. Good
and he's all like, damn, this guy, when did he get this ability or something? And what happened?
That's when his wife goes like, that's when Sakamoto's wife goes like, oh, Ned, or whatever, Ned darling, or like babe or whatever. Isn't this looks so real? And Sakamoto's like, left. Rice pajama.
Oh yeah.
He's mentally, telepathically telling him how to move, as like, you know, telling him how to dodge and everything. So when the wife looks at him and he's like super serious, like staring at the fight, he's like, oh, he tells the daughter, it's like, oh look, he's like a little kid.
He's enjoying the show.
Super absorbed in this like fighting Sentai shit. And he's like, no, it's real.
Sakamoto was focused on the fight.
Essentially.
Okay, so Sakamoto basically tells him how to move. He's controlling him. It kind of felt like a game.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, all this time I was thinking that he had an earpiece.
Yeah, they did have an earpiece.
They did have an earpiece, right?
Yeah, no.
But at the same time, like he could also just talk to him mind to mind.
Yeah.
So I don't remember if it was the earpiece all along or the mind to mind, but either way, it was all gonna work out. You know, because I remember them going like that.
Maybe it was part of the earpiece, because I can't imagine how Sakamoto would know to tell him to start fighting.
Yeah.
But either way, like it's even he did use his mind powers, and they probably did have the ear stuff. Maybe he probably told him, "I need your help" or whatever. But it just shows how much they can trust in each other, and how good Shin is. Like, he can do all that. He just doesn't have the experience.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm starting to grow on him.
Yeah.
And
the right mentor, you could go far.
Then he basically knocks out Poison Man. He wins the Sentai fight, and everybody like explodes all happy and stuff. And he's just like, yeah, with his eyes still all high and stuff.
Oh yeah, and then Sakamoto, the best line of the whole anime, nice.
Oh, he's just like, nice.